Good morning, guys. Getting a bright and early start to the morning. It is 7:33. Duncan has just been dropped off at school. Didn't even bother pulling out the camera. I'm wiped. But here in about 10 minutes, I have to do a live hangout with people from Ubuntu, probably talking a little bit about the stuff they're going to be discussing at Mobile World Congress that unfortunately I'm going to have to miss, which is exactly why you can see I'm wearing the exact same clothes I was wearing yesterday, because it is that early in the morning. I haven't had time to even shower yet. Time to get this day started. Much better. It's a little while later and I'm showered and I'm clean. I'm ready to start the day. Ubuntu meeting went about as well as can be expected. Strangely enough, there's actually an embargo this time around. So all the news that they shared with us insiders is embargoed for another hour and a half or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys because this isn't going up until tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking about it in the weekly news recap, but BQ, the company that did the BQ Aquarius E4.5, the Ubuntu phone I reviewed a while back, they make a 10-inch tablet, the BQ Aquarius M10. It's currently an Android device, I think running Android KitKat. It's a MediaTek device. It's relatively low spec, but it's going to be the first official Ubuntu tablet with built-in convergence. Meaning when you hook up a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to it, it figures that out and it says, wait a minute, I'm a desktop now. And then all your apps become desktop apps and you can still have all your scopes up in a little mobile window. Sounds really cool. Doesn't sound like they're going to be sending one my way. Oh well. They did, again, offer vouchers to get into Mobile World Congress, but that's still multiple thousands of dollars for me to fly to Barcelona, which is not going to happen. But it is time to start the day. So the morning is over now. I'm standing here with the little man. He's been spitting up left, right, and center. Belly's been bothering him again this morning. He's a baby. But we're getting ready to have a little bit of lunch. I've been making some really good progress on day job stuff, working on the file encryption and incorporating that into the script that I'm working on. My boss threw me out an interesting option this morning. Since we're putting stuff up in Amazon, can we take advantage of Amazon's client-side encryption? And he sent me a little article to read, and unfortunately, the client-side encryption on Amazon on S3 only works in Java, .NET, and Ruby. Does not work in Python. But unfortunately, since I'm using Python, that means I can't use any of those. I could shell out to one of them, but at the same time, I can shell out and do a GPG call, so yeah. Oh no, he's so happy. He was happy for a second there. Yeah, there's that happy again. Hi. Yes, I do my best to capture every little bit of that because you never know when they're going to become really angry teenagers. So the back and forth with the Amazon encryption stuff with my boss actually got me thinking, well, you know, if Amazon has an SDK for Ruby that works really well, maybe I should just switch the whole thing over to running in Ruby. He wasn't really into that idea because it would basically mean starting over, although it would just be porting the commands over to a different language, which wouldn't take hugely long. And then adding in stuff from Amazon for Ruby, but oh well, I can continue on this path. And actually, based upon continuing on that path, I'm actually pretty close. I'm getting ready to do some testing with the encryption on the, the list of files and everything, pulling the list of those files from a configuration and all the programming stuff that some of you don't care about and some of you do. Continuing to work on day job stuff, except I just got kicked out of the server. I was diving in, I'd actually gotten everything pushed out to the server, I was running my tests, and one of the server admins sent me a message and said, you aren't working on that server right now, are you? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, we're getting ready to move it. We're moving like the physical servers from here to... Crap. Good timing. So I'm back to working on everything locally until I can get back in my server. Oh, hey there. It is much, much later. Work is over. Duncan has made it back home from school. And it is dinner time. And you are not eating what we're eating. Again. And he's just absorbed by the TV. But we are doing chicken. All kinds of good chicken. And these things, which kind of look suspiciously like pickles, but I'm assured are potato related. And we're eating babies. So let us eat food. Okay, either I'm doing something extremely wrong or I'm doing something very, very much right. It's almost 10 o'clock p.m. at this point. It's been a while since I've turned on the camera. I just needed a little bit of time. But I got all my stories in order. I made the XDA video. I made the 12 News video, filmed them. I did not script the XDA video for this week, and I had so much more fun doing it that way. I've been so reliant and so dependent on using the teleprompter for so long now. And don't get me wrong, I love having that teleprompter. It makes sure that I talk about the right things. But I can technically do that off of just notes that I have on a Google Keep document in front of me. In this case, I've just been using the RSS reader on my Shield tablet, and that has worked really, really well. It means that it took me a little over 10 minutes to film the XDA video, and I don't know how long it's going to end up being. But my Twill News video, it only took about 16.5 minutes to film when it was taking 19 to 20 minutes. I did cut out a few stories. I think I was down to like 16, so 1 minute per story, which isn't bad. That ain't bad at all. But I've got to get to editing. Duncan's been in bed for a little while. Ellis is off and on sleeping. Hopefully he'll sleep through the night. I was feeling absolutely horrible earlier. Christina came in and mentioned that apparently Duncan, since the baby's been born, Duncan has been having trouble in school. The teacher said he's been acting out, and he apparently told her that it was because he's not sleeping well at home. He's not getting enough sleep because the baby is waking him up in the middle of the night. And that is completely understandable because the baby's room, where we go in to change the baby in the middle of the night, is right beside Duncan's room. So when the baby starts screaming because we're changing his diaper, Duncan's right in the next wall, these paper-thin walls, having to hear all of that. So I feel absolutely terrible. So we're going to move things around where you can hear him yelling. We're going to move things around so we don't change him in there in the middle of the night anymore. Hopefully that will help Duncan out a little bit. I just wish that he would have said something sooner. I was so close. I almost had the video finished. The XDA video's up. I almost had the Twill News video finished, but he don't want to sleep. He wants to be awake. So we're going to hang out here. I've got like 8.5 minutes of the Twill News video edited. I'm trying to decide if I want to cut some of it out because some of the stories are running kind of long, but the video itself is almost over, so it's probably going to be in the 10-minute range, maybe a little more. But yeah, fun times. Well, Ellis has decided it's time to have a little bit of a meltdown. It's right at about midnight, so it's time for him to have a bottle. So I've got him laying in his little swing, swinging and calming down. I'm making his bottle. Got the Twill News video done and uploading. Just got to finish this video up, which I haven't even started editing, and it's midnight. Awesome. It's not quite midnight yet. I'm not breaking the rules tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for today so I can deal with baby and editing and rendering, and I'm exhausted just thinking about it. It's a long night ahead. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending the day with me and my family, although the majority of it, this probably very short video, was probably just mainly me. But we will see you again tomorrow. Bye guys.